It's soon time for Inktober 2018, and I realized that I hadn't made a video yet with all my entries from Inktober 2017. But first, let's take a look at the art supplies I've used. Tombow Fudenosuke, both the hard and the soft ones. Really great pens. Nice line with variation and easy to control. Lead holder, got it in a scroll box. It's a 2mm lead, Kurotoga, 0.5mm. Each time you push it down, the lead rotates, so you actually always have a sharp tip. Really nice one, also from a scroller box. Hashtag not sponsored. Microns, everybody knows what these are. Pentel Pilot Pocket Brush Pen, real bristles. Oh, it's getting a little bit dry apparently. Kuretake Cartoonist Brush Pen, number 22. Real brush tip. Normal eraser, blue tack, just roll it over the page and makes your graphite lines a lot lighter. The Tombow Mono Zero eraser. The Copic Gasenfude nylon brush pen, a bit hard to control, but this gives really nice lines. Real ink, this is the Deleter black number 4, sea white number 2. The Deleter starter kit, a pen holder and 3 different nibs. For most of my sketches I use an A5 sketchbook by Winsor Newton. The quality of the sketches is quite varying depending on how much time I have during the day. So for day 1 the word was swift, and I made this drawing of a swift bird. I found the reference from an old school book. It's some sort of engraving, so I used the Sakura Microns pens to get the same line width everywhere. Now, day 2, the word was divided, and this was during the time when Pokemon Go was quite popular, so I have quite a few Pokemon themed sketches in the 2017 Inktober. And this is the Pokemon Magby using the double team move. Double team is also called Shadow Divide, so there's the divided. Day 3, the word was poison, so I did a poison Snivy. This is the Pokemon Snivy. I tried to do a sort of poison ivy inspired look to it. I was planning on doing a body of leaves, some flowing hair, kind of like poison ivy, but ended up with just having a poison ivy tail, leaves and some vines on the legs. Day 4, underwater. This is Squirtle. He is swimming underwater. Fudenosuke for the outlines and the Sakura Microns for the hatching. It's so cute. Day 5, the word was long. It's one of the longest Pokemon. This is Steelix, allegedly over 9 meters long. Day 6, the word was sword. Straight to ink sketch of Longclaw from Game of Thrones. The perspective is off, the line work is messy. Day 7, the word was shy, so I made a drawing of Bashful from Snow White. Had a good preliminary sketch with construction lines and so on, and then did the shading and everything with the Fudenosuke. Day 8, crooked, so I drew a crooked old tree. For this one I used the Cartoonist brush pen. I really like using this one. You get these really nice effects on the ground, these dry brush effects. Day 9, the word was screech, and as many others, I immediately thought of the Edvard Munch, The Scream. Took a lot of work getting all the lines in place and the perspective right, but I'm satisfied. Day 10, gigantic, so of course the Giant Man from Marvel. There's some perspective that's off. Don't skip leg day. Day 11, the word was run, and I did this in another sketchbook, same sketchbook as the other one, only smaller size. This is the A6. It's also a Winsor Newton, and this was the first time I tried using the dip pen that I got with the deleter ink, and it's G pen and Maru nib. Quite a lot of work. I realized that the paper was not 100% suited for dip pens. It scratched the surface and some lint from the paper got stuck in the nibs. Day 12 was another quick one. The word was shattered, and I drew a quick sketch of Jon Snow shattering a White Walker. Day 13, the word was teeming. I had no idea what teeming meant, so had to look it up, and the example that was used was teeming rain, and I immediately thought of a sketch I had seen in Sin City. I first did a light pencil sketch of the outline of the figure. I took a ruler and drew these lines, just with normal ink pen, just getting close to the line. Wasn't really exact, just to get the nice effect here, but then a bit more exact on this side. Filled in with the Tombow Fudenosuke the black areas here, left some whites, and then to finish it up I took the white ink from Posca marker and used this dip pen and drew these extra white lines that you can see that sort of makes it look like the rain is also falling in front. Day 14, the word was fierce. This may look a bit odd, but I actually tried to do an inverted drawing. It looks like this when I invert the photo. And as you can see in the other picture, I used the Tombow Fudenosuke for this one. Quite a dramatic effect. There's some pieces a bit off here in the area, but I quite like how it turned out. Day 15, Mysterious. This is the magic square from Albrecht Dürer's Melancholia 1. The sum of the numbers of every row, column, diagonal, and even the corners ends up to the same sum. 16 plus 13 plus 2 plus 13 is 34. 5 plus 10 plus 11 plus 8 is 34. Same diagonally and also every column. I used the dip pen and ink for this one to get the sort of the engraving look to it. Day 16, the word was fat, so I drew bacon in a frying pan. Tombow Fudenosuke and then another black fine liner. Bacon is good for you. Day 17, the word was graceful. Just did a quick sketch with the Kuretake cartoonist brush. Wanted to make a really dramatic silhouette, but not exactly how I planned. At least it tries to look graceful. Day 18, filthy, and what would be better than the Pokemon Grimer. Tombow Fudenosuke and a normal fine liner for hatching. Day 19, the word was cloud and Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. Dip pen and ink, and then ink wash with a brush. The hatching is a bit sloppy in places, especially on the sword here, and also in the pants area. Day 20, the word was deep, so I made the Velociraptor with deep thoughts. Dip pen, brush and ink, and this time I actually tried to do some line work with a real brush. It was quite interesting. I kind of liked the way it turned out. Day 21, the word was furious, so here we have anger from Pixar's Inside Out. This is all with the Tombow Fudenosuke. Next one was trail. I wanted to do a really dramatic Chinese brush type of ink drawing of a mountain trail. This is from the Huangshan mountain trail. Did not turn out the way I wanted it to. Also tried a second version with the cartoonist brush. Bit more details, but I don't like it as much as this previous one that I just did with ink and brush. I need some more practice with this technique. Day 23, juicy. So we have some juicy paint coming straight from the tube. The Fudenosuke pen here. Day 24, blind. These are the 3 blind mousquetaires. unfortunately ran out of time, so no hatching or shading here, just different line widths. Day 25, ship. First time I tried the Copic Gasenfude, Spaceman Spiff in his spaceship. Day 26, Squeak, and it's Squeak with all uppercase letters. The Death of Rats from Discworld. Some different shading here and here. I ran out of ink in one pen, so the shading techniques are all over the place. Day 27, Climb. Wanted to do a really dramatic view of a mountain climber. No hatching, just full on black ink. This was done all with the Copic Gasenfude. Day 28, Fall. I spent so much time on another concept, but I didn't get the perspective right. I just gave up and then did a quick sketch of a tree in the fall or autumn. Day 29, United. I like the idea. I didn't have the time and energy to make a full crisp implementation of the idea. I think it's quite nice. 2 larger Lego bricks united by a smaller one. Next was Found, and of course it's Nemo that's found. I'm not that satisfied with the hatching and the shading, but at least you can see that it's Nemo. And then for the last day, Day 31, Mask. I had this idea from the beginning of Inktober. I wanted to do a Darth Vader mask. However, I didn't mean for him to come across as cross-eyed, but that sort of happened. There's something wrong in the area here with the eyes are too close together and so on, but on the whole, quite okay. And that was the last page of Inktober 2017. For Inktober 2018, I got this brown papered book, and I thought I'd try to make all sketches just with the black and white ink and have the brown of the paper to be the mid-contrast. I haven't done anything like that before, but we'll see how it turns out. Bye for now.